Hello, my name is Marcus Lewis, and I'm currently enrolled in 435 Women in Politics. This is a political science course which directly influenced my thought pattern. I did not think this class would have such a profound effect on me, but after taking this class and diving deep into the content, I realized there's more to this feminist movement than I thought. There are still countries out there that don't value women's rights as equal or as they should. There are many countries out there that are taking steps towards a more equal tomorrow. But I understand that Rome was not built in a day. It has been 20 years since Hillary Clinton spoke in Beijing for the first time. When she spoke, she reprimanded China for not valuing a woman's rights as they should, not equating women's rights with human rights. And that was a big problem. Before 2012, there were less than 2% of the world's government were filled with women, which is a disheartening number. With that being said, now there's 6% of the countries in the world are led by women. Although that 6% may not seem like a huge number, it is a huge growth from 2% just being involved with politics to the 6% that are actually leading their nation. There are select leaders that we decided to dive deeper into the biographies of and their paths, such as Angela Merkel and Kirchner from Argentina, as well as Bachelet from Chile. All three of them attacked their presidency in different ways. There was Angela Merkel, aka the mother of Germany, who used her maternalness and her femininity to win her the election, using trademark signs like these in order to show how females can help clean the slate of old dogs or a stained regime from before to clean things up and change the way the country was thinking about politics. From the mother of Germany to Kirchner, who strategically planned on becoming presidency through a transfer of power from her to her husband, while Merkel used the media to enhance her femininity and enhance her marketability to the public. Kirchner was afraid of the negative effects. And the negative effects could be seen through Hillary's previous candidacy, when she broke down, or allegedly broke down, in front of 16 electoral voters, because she was so passionate and so excited and so enthusiastic about her cause and about possibly being president. Her voice began to crack, and she just expressed an emotion or emotions that men are not typically expressing in such a public way. And the fact that she did it in such a public manner is really what worried the rest of the country, and had the rest of the country lost faith in her decision-making abilities. While most of that was because of media sexism and the disparity between coverage just between her and Obama. So when they did see her, it was slightly in a negative light. Of course, in a close race, it's going to be things like that, propaganda, that end up deciding the winner. And that's what Kirchner was trying to avoid by just riding the wave of popularity into office. While that may not seem as the right move, she had also been very influential in the economic policy of Argentina, which helped it grow by over 50% during her husband's presidency. So she did have her own qualifications. While she may not have taken the ideal route, there are many women who have, such as Bachelet, whom father was stripped from her at a young age over a political cause. She saw the value of fighting for her rights and fighting for the rights of those she represented. She even joined a young socialist movement in college, risked exile, got exiled, and still found a way to become president. From exile to presidency, that is a remarkable story. And that's all because of ambition. There are three major problems with the women in society these days. They have a lack of ambition. There are gender gaps in media coverage of those women trying to make a change. And there are also the mommy problems compared to just not being seen as equal or able to lead a country because of their feminist ways and emotional tendencies. While these prejudices may not be correct, they are what is driving the voters' mind based off thousands of years of women being seen as subordinates or just unequal to man in the leadership category. With all of these societal views on women having children and staying at home compared to pushing their women out, telling them that they can be ambitious, so letting them know that they do have the qualifications to lead and they could be a great leader. If I had to say one thing to women in general after taking this course, I would tell them that everything is possible. Everything at you guys' fingertips. While, yes, there are many barriers you must overcome and obstacles that you must evade, it's still possible. And the more women that see that it's possible, there will be more of you women to look up to. More trailblazing female leaders to appreciate and to hear their voice, hear the voice of women. Because through this class, we've learned that women are more apt to vote in favor of women when it comes to policies than men are. And if women want to see more rights and more change, they must vote descriptively. While that may not always be their party's case or their political influence's case, they have to realize that if you want the women's movement to get further along, they must support their fellow women. And when that can happen, I promise there will be that tomorrow that the United Nations women envisioned or imagined. There will be that tomorrow where women are being paid equally, seen equally, represented in their governments equally. And when that day comes, it'll be a great day in society and a day that will make Hillary Clinton, Kirchner, Angela Malek, and Bachelet proud. Whether they be alive or in their graves, that is still something that they helped pioneer, and we can never forget that. And to you women out there, one last note, there will always be obstacles in your way. We cannot remove obstacles from you, but we can aptly prepare you guys growing up in order to overcome those obstacles. And that is what I propose. That would be the best way, just to show women, teach women that they are just as equally powerful mentally and politically as men are, and that they're not inferior to men, and that they can do everything. While the feminist movement is gaining ground, and there are 30,000 people who attended this year's UN conference in Beijing, I can only expect that number to grow, because when the problems are brought to light, solutions will come, and I can only foresee more solutions on the horizon. Thank you for your time. Once again, this is Marcus Lewis reporting from 435 Women in Politics, trying to give you just a heads up on what's going on out there and to give you women a little more added motivation. Have a great night.